What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Showcase Sundays. So if you don't already know, Showcase Sundays is a series where you guys submit your best gameplays and I show them all for everyone to see. This particular gameplay was submitted by Cross116. If you remember a few Showcase Sundays ago, he actually already submitted a Showcase Sunday gameplay, but he decided to submit another one, and this one is as good or better than the first one he submitted. So if you missed the first one, I'll probably have an annotation somewhere on the screen, but this one is a great gameplay too nonetheless, and I have to say, definitely hit that thumbs up button for Cross116. Show him some love, show him some support, and I will do my best to let you guys know everything that's going on in this gameplay, all the perks, all the setups, and all that stuff. It's an amazing gameplay. He gets the MOAB and everything, and I am very, very impressed by it. So as you can see, he's playing some Domination, just standard 6v6 Domination on Underground. His setup is a pretty damn good MOAB setup, if I do say so myself. It's something that I would recommend to everyone else if you're trying to go for a MOAB, and every single aspect of the setup is, it's something that helps you in every single way, and every single thing in the setup is going to give you an edge. So first, start out with the gun. Obviously, Silence ACR, best assault rifle in the game, hands down. Silencer is going to keep you off the radar, especially if you're going for the long kill streaks. Even if you're using assault kill streaks, Silencer is my favorite attachment. I will use it on every single gun, and when you're going for the MOAB like Crosses, it's basically the only, it's essentially the only attachment that's going to ensure that it's 100% beneficial to you. A lot of the other perks like rapid fire or extended mags or something, they may help a small amount in certain situations, but a silencer is the attachment that I would say always will help you in every single situation. So I would definitely recommend the silencer on the ACR just to start off. As far as the secondary is concerned, he's using, once again, my favorite secondary, the Silence MP9. I don't think he actually takes it out other than right about here to swap it out for an MP7, but if you are kind of considering rearranging your secondaries, Silence MP9 is second to none, so that is something I would certainly recommend for a secondary. So let's get into his perks here. His specialist perks I will just kind of talk about. So he's using Sleight of Hand as his first perk, which is probably one of my favorite perks, and I would say is a majority of people's favorite perk. Sleight of Hand is one of those things where once you unlock it, your game kind of gets a little bit quicker. It picks up the pace, it gets your adrenaline pumping, and in certain situations where you're one-on-one or even 2 or 3-on-1 trying to spawn trap people, or you run into a big group of people, it's going to give you that edge when you need just a split second to reload. So Sleight of Hand as your first perk is something that is something that you should think about. It may be better to have it as your secondary or second specialist bonus, and may have maybe, I don't know, Assassin or Hardline or something as your first one. But definitely Sleight of Hand is something you should have in your specialist bonus nonetheless. The second one that he has for his specialist bonus is something that I don't really see a lot, but I kind of understand why he's using it, and it's something that I myself may want to look into using, especially recently in Modern Warfare 3 with the kind of increase in C4 usage. I don't know about you guys, but it seems like every single game that I get into, or at least a majority of the games, there's always someone with a C4. Cross actually had a C4 on his person really early on in this game, and I don't know if he runs into anyone else with a C4, but explosives are a big deal right now, and I don't know if it's just the pace of the game. Towards the end here, we're seeing a lot of C4s, but Blast Shield is his secondary. This is his second perk for a specialist bonus, and Blast Shield could really mean the difference between a random Semtex across the map killing you, or that that guy with the C4 around the corner, or anything like that really. So Blast Shield is something, especially 6 or 7 kills in, it's something that you may want to look into. And for his third specialist bonus, he has one of my favorite perks yet again, Marksman. Marksman is one of those perks where I have to say, it's the only perk in the game where it is 100% beneficial. It kind of goes along with the silencer. It's also one of those perks that it kind of gives you an edge that no other perk does, in the sense that it allows you to see people quite a bit better. So let me kind of explain what I mean by that, and you'll notice that there are certain situations throughout this gameplay that are prime examples of it. But basically with Marksman, I've kind of figured out that if you're aiming down your sights at a long corridor like this, and you kind of see that person popped out of nowhere, there are certain situations where marksman will save you. It will kind of almost prepare you for the person that's coming up. So if a person is coming around a corner or through a door or is peeking their head through a window in a second-story building or something like that, and you're aiming down your sights, you will see them before they see you. Their name will pop up before they even come around the corner, and you'll be prepared. You may not see their actual body, but at least you're going to know that there's a person in or around that area, and you can be prepared. And that's seriously the only perk in this game that allows you to essentially see people better. I mean, I don't want to call it a UAV. It's almost more or less a personal UAV in the sense that you can see people when they may not necessarily see you, and your teammates may not necessarily see them. But I would have to say Marksman is one of those perks where it saved me more than once. You know, faggots laying down across the map, or snipers peeking their heads out of windows and stuff like that, and especially people coming around the corner. So Marksman, if you're going for a MOAB and you have an assault rifle, or I mean even a submachine gun in certain situations, and especially an LMG, Marksman is something that you should certainly look into. So as far as anything else in this game, you will notice that a majority of the time he has a ballistic vest on. Ballistic vests, in my opinion, are kind of very underrated, and I feel like if you're really, if you're really kind of hungry and you're really kind of committed to getting a MOAB, you see right there he ends up getting the MOAB, and we're only I would say 3/4 of the way through the game, which is pretty cool. But if you're very committed to getting a MOAB and you want every advantage possible, have a friend or two in a party with you and have them just kind of work the support kill streaks and get a ballistic vest. You'll kind of saw throughout this gameplay, you kind of saw that there were a lot of situations where the ballistic vest may have been the difference between life and death, essentially. So I would personally try to get a friend or two to get a ballistic vest as a support kill streak, and just kind of say, hey, if you got a couple ballistic vests, help me out, and maybe switch off every other game. I wouldn't necessarily recommend personally using a ballistic vest as support kill streaks when going for a MOAB. It's very difficult to get a MOAB using support kill streaks, in my opinion, and it's even harder to get them with assault kill streaks. That's a whole nother topic. But if you can get a person to help you out, I think I want to say that he either knew someone was going to have ballistic vests throughout this game, or was with someone with ballistic vests. But Cross, if you can kind of fill us in on that, that's definitely a good idea. But yeah, ballistic vests. I mean, if you're really hungry for a MOAB, that's something that I would definitely recommend, and it's something that's kind of goes underrated. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this gameplay. It's coming to a close here, just a couple seconds left, but hit the thumbs up button for Cross116 once again. An awesome gameplay, great MOAB, very action packed, very informative and educational, and it's a great setup nonetheless. And I have to say, if you are interested in getting a MOAB, definitely look into using this setup. So once again, hit the thumbs up button for Cross. If you have any comments, questions, concerns for him or for me, post them down below. If you would like your gameplay showcased for Showcase Sunday, all you have to do is send me a message, post a comment, contact me somehow, some way, Twitter, Xbox, and let me know that you want Showcase Sunday submission on my channel, and I will do my best to put it up over the next couple Sundays. So as always, hit that subscribe button. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later.